You know, I think in life, I feel like we hold on to things so much where we don't even get to fully experience the present moment and fully live in the now. In the now, that's how I call it. I just say in now. It doesn't matter. But this just goes back to say like I feel like the point of power is in the present. Like you have right now, you can't go back and change things. However, you can change who you are right now. And that's one thing I had to learn. I feel like I was suffering so much. I was suffering so much to the point where I didn't really sort of see myself for who I am now. I used to always just worry about the future and think about the past a lot and how I would have done things better and stuff like that. But I feel like I had to realize the day that I let everything be is the day that I'll be free. And the thing with that is that it's basically letting go. Like I found so much peace, and especially this year, because I've and just letting go and just letting everything be. I think the thing with that is sort of letting people be who they are and letting myself be who I could be and letting myself be who I want to be. It's not just letting myself just float, but it's about changing myself too, changing all my bad habits, changing who I actually want to be. I think last year was the year where I had an idea of who I wanted to be, and this year I'm finally applying of who I actually want to be. You know? And this is the thing about letting go. I feel like we always tend to hope and still try and change things to make them different, but we can't sometimes. Like we can only control what's in our hands, and that's the thing with life. I feel like it's okay. Like I understand. Like sometimes you're going to be in this sort of mindset and position where you think that not just think, but you're trying to change things that you can't change. But at the end of the day, just control on who you are right now. I used to, as I said before, I used to worry about the past and the future so much that I didn't even I couldn't even live in right now. And how I got the two and two together is like I always tell myself this. I tell myself this every day because my main goal. Listen, the main goal of life is happiness. Like let's not get that mistaken. But my also second goal is every day to be better than yesterday. Like I always tell myself this. I always tell myself I'm going to be better than yesterday. I'm going to be better yesterday. I'm gonna be better today than I was yesterday, so I can be better tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. And this is what I tell people: like, this is your life. Like, don't let anybody touch. Don't let people's perspectives tell you who you are and who they want you to be. Because a lot of people want you to be this person, especially our parents. But which is understandable, but at the end of the day, just be yourself. Like, and this is the thing with letting everything be. Like, I used to back then, like a couple of years ago, I used to try and force myself and try and fit in with other people and just do things to sort of kind of basically people pleasing. But I had to realize that you attract the real people by just being yourself. Like everybody that you're trying to impress, and I'm not saying like sometimes like, oh, you can go out of your way and impress people, but I feel like sometimes we sort of try and we go over the moon and put ourselves in uncomfortable situations to please people, and I used to do that a lot. But the thing with that is sort of realizing that no one actually cares. And in that sense too, like no one cares who you are, no one cares who like, because everybody's so focused on themselves. Like and this is when I had to realize like, yo, I have to be myself. I can't fit in with all these other people and just like, and this is when I started letting everything be, and this is when my life started to become more peaceful. And I did that, and I started cutting off my bad habits. Like it's a hard thing to do. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, but at the end of the day, you know, practice makes perfect. Like, and I feel like also with that too, like, we don't give ourselves much credit. We don't give ourselves much credit for how far we came and how far we've changed. And I think the thing with life is that we sort of beat ourselves up all the time for our future. Like we worry. Maybe I'm just talking for myself, but I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. They tend to, you know, just worry about just like the past and the future, and they beat themselves up for that. But I feel like we never take the time to appreciate our change, appreciate that we're trying to be better, appreciate that, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, like this is what I tell myself. I tell myself like whenever I feel down or whenever I feel like I'm worrying about something, I always tell myself of how far I've came and how far I've changed, especially over the last basically a couple of months and like basically since last year. Like and this is when I tell people like when you let everything be, like everything will come to you. Like there's no point of chasing, there's no point of just, you know, just stay still in your boat and you will get to where you are. But anyways, that's the end of today's video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Yeah, that's it. Peace. I love every single one of y'all. Peace.